I have a question for you, but I'd like to tell you a quick story.
Right.
The last time you were in Dallas, I believe it was 2019 or 2020, I was here, and I heard and learned a lot from you, and I immediately started projecting without knowing the perfect woman that I wanted to meet.
Yeah.
And I did not know her.
Yeah.
I did not know where she was or what happened. I turned it over.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I went out with a number of different ladies.
Yeah. Going through the motions, doing the action rather than the inspiration. Yeah. Yeah.
And I am here to report that out of the universe, her name came to me, and I called her, and she said, "You know what? I've been listening to Esther." And I said, "Well, would you like to go?" And she is here with me tonight.
Don't make her stand up. She really doesn't want to.
So my question to you is, we are quietly, slowly dating.
Not as quiet as you would like it to be, right?
I would like to ask, when would be a good time for me to ask her to marry me?
All right, now, this is a really good conversation because there are a number of things that a lot of people do often, and we're going to name them. They try too hard. They try to bang things into place. They try to make things happen. Or they are inspired. So how do you know? This was a question that our friend who keeps being here and then not here, must have got his answer, was asking in the very beginning. How do I know what's right? Well, if it feels non-resistant, if it just feels like the best thing that you've ever thought of, then you're in sync with your inner being. But what you want to know is, has the law of attraction gathered up this compatibility? Now, stay with us, because it's going to feel like we're veering away from this subject, but we're not. But there's a lot of things that we want to talk about here. When you're in sync with your inner being, what happens is, it's not just the unfolding of what you want. It's the timing of it. It's the rendezvousing of it. It's the precision of it. It's like in the business world, we know you hear of the idea of win-win. Win-win meaning it's a vibrational match for everybody that's involved. And it always can be a win-win. But especially when you're co-creating, and we're not trying to make more of a marriage proposal than we are of any kind of co-creating. We really mean this about all co-creating, is that when you are certain that you are in alignment with your inner being, that you're not trying to fill a void, that it's because your heart sings, it's because the positive aspects are so dominant, because everything is lining up and things are working out and you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and you know it and you know it and you know it, then you have accomplished a win. Now the law of attraction will bring the other part of that to you, and maybe has. But don't try to be the law of attraction, and don't try to be the stage manager, and don't put people on the spot like that. You wanted a different answer from us, didn't you?
No.
That's the right answer. When you feel sure about something, when you're that sure about something, you're usually on the right track. But what's the big rush about everything all the time? When your heart is singing and you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and things are unfolding, why not just let it get better and 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 better? Why a need to punctuate it? And the reason we're telling this to you in this way, we're not guiding you away from this idea at all. You're just giving us the best opportunity to explain something that you have all been asking about for a long time. So we want to make sure that it gets delivered here in this time. We touched on it just a little bit earlier. Your vortex contains so many layers and levels of things that you care about. Oh, it is indescribable, really. There isn't time in this whole day if we took one of you and tried to describe the details of what's in your vortex. So here it is. Your inner being is over here with all of this and with all of this knowing, really living all of this already. And you are wherever you are in relationship to it vibrationally. If you're really lined up with it, into the vortex you go, and the manifestation happens quickly. But if you are in the vicinity, then you come closer and you have this experience. And then you come closer and you have this experience. And once it starts unfolding, it never stops. Relationships never stop evolving. It feels like the proposing and the getting married is then what I was looking for, but that's not even close to what you're looking for. It's everything that comes next. It's every meal you have and every idea that you share and every laughter that you share and everything that you understand. In other words, it becomes more and more and more and more and more. When you come together with another and the combination of your vortices happens and each of you get in alignment with who you are, there are things for you to experience that are far beyond this, what feels like the focal point of what you're reaching for. We want you to reach your goals and we want you to have everything that you want, but we want you to feel the eternal nature of the unfolding of all things, you see. Just let the universe surprise and delight you. Esther used to say in the early days of hearing us say that, Abraham, I get how the universe could delight me because delightful things happen all the time. But if I'm a deliberate creator, why is the universe surprising me? And we say, because you're never humans. We love you so much. You are never. Did we tell you we love you so much? You are never, as long as you're in this physical body, going to be capable of letting everything in that's in your vortex all at once. You got to just let it come a little and let it come a little and let it come a little, because you're only getting all of this that's in here when you're ready. That's why we call it the art of allowing. You can't demand of the universe. You can't get other people to line up with you. You just calibrate to what you want in this soft, easy way of trusting that it's just always going to be good. And you don't have to define it precisely because the universe knows, your inner being knows, and the law of attraction is precise. And it will just get better and better and better and better. And wouldn't you like to live inside of a relationship or inside of a neighborhood or inside of a nation or a world where you weren't needing to strong arm any, and you're not, we don't mean that, but you're not needing to convince anybody of anything. You've just got this relationship with your desire, and it's profound and pure, and your inner being is tending to it while you softly come more and more into harmony with who you are. So then the blue glass shows up, and then the butterflies show up, and then the feather shows up, and then the and then the and then the. Esther says to friends as she talks to them on the phone, I can't even write it down as fast as the amazing things are. And we're not just talking about big things, even something as big, and it isn't, as that rug we were describing. We're talking about all of the things that the universe is delivering that give Esther, you all are having these experiences too. The knowing that someone is listening and someone is knowing, and it's lining up for you. This is the way. It's the only way that you come to truly understand how blessed and worthy you truly are, is by these incremental evidences that show up. Stupid stuff that shouldn't matter. The other day, there was an electrician at Esther's house. They're hanging some chandeliers, and they're heavy chandeliers, and Esther was commenting that she meant to get the phone number, and did they get a business card? And then Esther and her friend went over to Home Depot to find something else that they were looking for. And you know, that man, that electrician who had been at their house the other day, who's coming later, was there. They ran into him. Do you know how many Home Depots there are in San Antonio? And how many aisles there are in them? And they walked right in, and there he was. And when Esther saw the back of his shirt, she said, stand still. I need to get a picture of that. That's the universe having so much fun with Esther. She wanted, his business card was printed on the back of his shirt. And it wasn't an hour from the time that she expressed an interest in having that they went somewhere totally unrelated. How in the world? Talk about needle in a haystack. That's what the law of attraction is doing for all of you all day long. Showing you that you're heard and that you're worthy, but you got to be in that soft, expectant, practiced place. If we were you, we would marry him. Yeah. Get out.